Hello friends, my name is Dave Miller.
And I'm Niall Spain.
And I'm Kyle Crawford, and we are your fuck buddies.
Hell yeah!
Woo!
Ooh.
I love being in this closet.
So what were our options for this again?
So we are drinking a secret beer that we got from a good friend of mine's brewery, Electric Owl. Not yet available to the public, but it will be someday, and they are fucking incredible. I believe it was a stout, an English mild, or a saison.
So this is the stout, I imagine.
It's that, or it's a really good English mild, because it's not like fully dark. But yeah, I think it's definitely on the stouty porter side of things. Either way, it's fucking nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Julius.
It's tasty as hell.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Can we just go back to calling him Coolius?
Yeah, we can call him Coolius.
I feel like he's like the evolved version of LL Cool J. Like if he was a Pokemon, like LL Cool J would evolve to Coolius.
Yes.
And is what? The last one, Cooliest?
No, I think there would probably be one before LL Coolio. Or LL Cool J. Coolio? God damn it, I've lost the plot here, boys, already.
Whoa, okay.
Which one did I say first? Did I say Coolio?
Cooliest.
So
I think LL
I'm
Cool
Niall
J.
Spain.
I think it would be LL Cool J, and then it would be Coolio, and then it would be Coolius.
Into it. I think that's right.
I'm Niall Spain.
I'm a Pokemon expert. I think you're right, Dane.
I think so too.
Yeah. Well, welcome back, guys.
I got lost in the beginning there. We're a dating and sex advice podcast, obviously, where we take your sticky, sexy situations and turn them into sexy, sticky situations.
We take your sexy, sticky situations and evolve them into Coolius.
Also, you might have noticed,
We have a new boy.
Kyle's
I'm
back.
A new old boy.
Back, and I'm so excited to be back. And speaking of me being so excited to be back, I have a track record on the podcast of being firsts. So I was the first guest, right?
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I was the first phone-in
It's
guest
true.
Yep.
as
You
well.
are our first cooking segment.
I was the first cooking segment. Yeah. Now, I am going to be the first person to flip things around
Oh, shit.
and take charge of this podcast.
Oh, geez. Someone needed to.
Hey, it sure wasn't us
And
last
turn
year.
you two into the first guests on your own podcast as we transform the Fuck Buddies podcast with Dane Miller and Niall Spain into the Fuckly Buds game show with Kyle Crawford.
Hell yeah.
Are we ready?
I'm terrified.
I'm
but
so excited. I've been super excited about this.
I'm just going to say that the ones I get wrong were ones I got wrong on purpose for laughs. Lol. I know you inside and out, Dane.
I'm actually really bummed. I thought we got the same questions, and I was like,
Nope.
I for sure know the answer to many of these.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Absolutely
now-
not. Absolutely not.
It's okay. If you don't know them, I will not be offended.
Yeah, I would be surprised if you got any of these.
Well, we're going to find out. Prior to tonight, I asked both of you a series of questions. I think that, the listeners will really enjoy finding out how much you two know each other. I am going to enjoy finding out how much you two know each other. This is, of course, a twist on the classic game show, the Newlyweds Game.
This is when everyone finds out that it's a sham of a podcast this whole time. It's been written by cunning actors. Me and Dane don't even know each other.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so fun. So I have your transcripts here.
Cool.
God.
So I'm going to ask each of you questions about the other ones. You guys know I love games, and when we played Fuck, Marry, Kill last time, that made my whole heart.
You know we're
pound.
now on the list from the royal family, right?
Sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Killing Kate Middleton, right?
Yep.
And we're bringing it back up again.
Oh,
I
God.
think I fucked Kate Middleton, didn't I?
Somebody-
Which one? Okay. No, I'm not going to make that joke.
Also, fuck you both for killing Storm, because that really pissed me off.
Your fucking choices pissed me off.
I was not happy with that.
Spider-Man
Anyways,
got a short fucking stick.
onto the current things. Okay, so I have your transcripts here.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you each questions, and then I'm going to keep tally, and then we're going to find out who the better fuck buddy is at the end of it.
God damn.
Are we going to bring each other to climax? Because
Dane, how are you feeling? Do you think you might win?
I honestly don't know. Yeah, I think I do. I think I have the advantage.
to be
Niall.
fair, in a room, who shuts the fuck up more between me and Dane? It's this boy.
So what do you think? Do you think
Your answers.
I think he's going to win.
Don't look.
I think Dane will maybe win, but that's because he's a closed book, and I don't ever shut up.
Okay. Well, let's see. The questions are all sort of under the umbrella of sex and dating, or maybe things that you would ask on a first date, or just like they're friendly questions,
Okay.
just to see how well you guys know each other. Okay, let's get started. I'm so excited. Okay. Question number 1. Niall,
Oh, God.
how old was Dane when he lost his virginity?
Does it have to?
You can answer any way you want.
What's the qualifier there?
I was gonna give like a 2-year range.
I am the judge of this. The most accurate person at the end of the game is going to be the winner.
I
So
say 18, 19. But we're gonna go with 18.
we're going to go with 18.
I'm gonna interject here. Is I actually don't really remember, and that would be the answer that I was gonna give.
We are going to go with the answers that you all submitted to me.
Whoop, whoop.
You said 18.
Yeah.
Dane answered 18 years old. Wow. We're off to a really good start here.
I'm about like 80% sure I was 18. I
Okay.
can't remember if I was 18 or 19.
That's fair.
Wow, we're off to a good start.
That's all. I got one. That's all I need. I'm out, boys.
I was thinking that the first questions, I would hope that they're generally easy for you guys. So, okay, Dane, your first question.
Uh-huh.
How many serious girlfriends has Niall had?
Including your current girlfriend, I'm gonna say 3.
Dane says 3. Niall submitted us 4
Ah,
serious girlfriends.
Ugh.
I'm not sure who the 4th is.
We're 1-0 here.
One
We'll
got
talk about
discounted
that
too.
later.
Sorry.
We'll talk about that later over beer.
It was only 3 months. I don't know if you count.
Okay, Niall, back to you.
Oh God.
How did Dane answer this question? Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
Paula Deen, Martha Stewart, Rachel Ray.
Marry Martha Stewart. Fuck Rachel Ray. Kill Paula Deen.
At 100%.
Because that's
You are
exact.
killing
Because yeah, Rachel Ray would win the whole thing, but Martha Stewart, she just wins.
You are
So
killing
my like what I rationalize, like Paul Dean's a piece of shit. She like
I don't know who that is, but Rachel Ray is
she went,
hella
like, a
hot
whole
and
racist,
awesome,
like,
and
racist tirade at some point. I'm pretty sure Paula Dean had like a whole racism.
I wouldn't call it a tirade. But yes, there was a racial moment.
Yeah,
racial moment.
Yeah,
That's
there was a
that's
racial moment.
kind.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I'm not mad.
and one like Rachel Ray, yeah, she can get it.
Yeah.
and 2, Martha
Martha Stewart's just the
Yeah.
Martha
boss.
So
Stewart,
cool.
I'm sorry, Martha Stewart co-hosts a show with Snoop Dogg. You
Yeah.
think I'm not gonna marry a woman who hangs out with Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, no.
Come on.
She's just too cool.
Those
Yeah.
two are killing it, by the way. I just love those two.
They're the best.
Okay.
Well, didn't she go to
Speaking of-
jail?
Yeah, of course. That's
she's a
why
fucking
so
boss.
cool, right?
Yeah.
And she just owns it, too. So, Niall 2, Dane nothing.
Oh fuck, man.
Dane.
It's
You only
'cause
had one question.
It's because I said I thought I was gonna win.
That's
I think-
fine.
Yeah.
You have a
We're at
lot.
this is the very beginning here. Dane, how did Niall answer this question? Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh god.
Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande,
Come on.
Camila Cabello.
I don't know who that third one is.
Camila Cabello, she's Shawn Mendes' girlfriend. She was from Fifth Harmony. She sings that song. Havana.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say Niall killed her because I feel like he probably also doesn't know who she was. I'm gonna say he would marry Ariana Grande and kill Taylor Swift.
Okay. You were right with marry Ariana Grande. What did you say you would do with Taylor Swift?
Fuck her.
Okay, so you're wrong.
Fuck.
He would kill Taylor Swift and he would fuck Camila Cabello.
However, I also didn't know who she was.
He made a point to say that
Extra
he did
points.
not know who Camila Cabello was, and he said bonus points to Dane if he says that. So I am gonna give you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I decided that I would give half points out here, so that is a half point.
I think that should be a full point considering you got one right and a half.
Well, this is my game.
Unless he's gonna. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
Kyle
fair.
can do whatever the
This
fuck he
is
wants.
But yeah, I had to look her up and was like, she get it.
Yeah.
But also,
See, I was operating.
I don't know
under
who the hell.
Under the idea, I should have asked if you were allowed to look them up
Oh,
because I figured like because you didn't.
I'd
know who
still
they were.
probably kill Taylor Swift. I don't know.
That's fair.
I'm gonna give you your half point. I think you should take it.
I'm all I'm taking. I'll take any pity I can get here.
Okay, Niall.
Mm-hmm.
Question 3.
Okay. Yeah.
What is Dane's drink of choice?
Ryan Ginger.
Ryan Ginger. Ryan Ginger was Dane's runner-up.
Oh, see, that's what you drink the most. Oh, I guess like maybe an or a last word, but I didn't say that.
Dane's drink of choice, as submitted, is cider.
Motherfucker.
You drink more Ryan Gingers.
You were doing really well now, but you do get your first X.
You drink more Ryan
So we're at 2 to 0.5. Dane, what is Niall's favorite locale that he's traveled to?
Oh fuck me! That he's traveled to. Oh boy. Oh god, I don't know. They like that's unfair.
Now that I'm looking at that question, I'm feeling like you got the harder one, but now I got it wrong anyway.
Wait, he got his
I got
favorite locale
your-
wrong?
No, I got your drink.
Oh,
wrong.
okay. I was gonna say.
Which-
I
Quite
tried to
frankly.
put them along the same levels.
Now, is it like am I looking for a country or am I looking for a specific like city? Am I looking for a specific...
I am, you answer to the best of your ability, and I will give you a point as I consider its accuracy.
Oh, man. Like, I know you really enjoyed Thailand. I know that was like a really cool trip for you.
We'll need an answer here, Dane.
I'm going to go with...
You're a cruel mistress.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Thailand.
You're going to go with Thailand?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a point. It was Krabi, Thailand.
Oh, fuck. I was going to say Krabi.
No, that would have been sick.
I was fully prepared to give you a point and a half if you said Krabi.
Fuck me. I was literally going to say Krabi.
I'm going to give you a point.
I was going to say cider or Ryan Ginger. I should get half a point for his runner-up.
No, you were doing really well.
Was being the operative.
You're still in the lead. You're in the lead by half a point.
That's not much. If I was half a point, I'd be in the lead
You're still in the lead by half a point. We're doing good. I love how into this you guys are, by the way.
Have you ever seen us not be into anything?
Yeah, it's true. Okay, now it's your turn again. I feel like you get this one.
Oh, don't fucking jinx me.
Sorry. Niall, what is Dane's favorite video game?
I think this is where it gets hairy for now.
Can it be a series?
You can answer to the best of your
Nah,
ability.
God damn it.
You can answer whatever you want,
sick
and
fuck.
I will rate your answer.
See, I feel like this is hard because I know he's loving Red Dead Redemption right now. I know he...
To be fair, when I asked Dane this question, I said, "What is your all-time favorite video game?"
I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna go with the... Oh, what the fuck are they called? I just had it. Give me 1 second. I had it.
You said they. I feel like you're on the right track.
No, I know what I was gonna say. You messaged me about them being on sale.
Never mind.
Maybe isn't that, but
I mean, like, I know the game he's talking about. Can I?
Well, wait, hold on. I will remember. Can I just no?
Yes.
Uncharted series.
Again, you got the runner-up.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
You got the runner-up. Dane's favorite video game is Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
Final Fantasy VII released in 1997 for the
cliche
original
boy.
PlayStation,
You
and
know
there is a
what?
remake scheduled for March of 2020.
Are we
Are you
sponsored?
excited for that?
I'm pretty hyped. I'm worried because one, I played that game so many times and like so many times over at different stages in my life. It was the first time I realized video games could have like a narrative structure and like could tell an actual story that could affect me. Because like prior to that, all I played was like side scroll. You know what I mean? Like.
Back to Badmouth Sonic, motherfucker?
No, I'm just saying.
You think the Chaos Emeralds didn't have a fucking story behind them? Bro?
Yeah. See, this is why I was hoping that I would get the same questions because like that.
It's not my favorite game of all time, though.
Really?
No.
Now listen, Dane only provided runner-up answers to the last two questions that I asked you, and you got both runner-up questions right, to which I will award you half a point.
Yes.
So Dane, all you need to do is get the next one right, and you are tied.
Okay.
Should I provide a runner-up just in case?
No,
for the next
No,
one?
that's the last one that I gave runner-ups for.
I know, but I haven't given runner-ups for anything.
It's okay. That doesn't matter. That's fine.
Okay.
Don't worry. We have it's all up here. Okay. Again, I feel like Niall's one of my best friends. I didn't fucking know this. Dane, what is Niall's favorite band of all time?
Oh, fuck me.
See, I know this for Dane. I'm pretty sure.
Do you? I don't even know how I'd answer this question, to be honest.
I'd give two. One would be a runner-up, I'm sure.
So here, I'm gonna talk it out here. I really want to say Opeth. I also want to say, like, Iron Maiden. But fuck it, I'm gonna go with Opeth.
So as I said, Niall is one of my best friends, and I would have went with Iron Maiden for sure, and I would have been wrong. It's Opeth.
Fuck
Nailed
yeah!
it. Nailed
Which
it.
I thought was called Opeth, so I'm happy you said it. And Opeth is a progressive metal band from Stockholm.
Yeah.
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 So this is exciting. We're tied.
nailed it,
We're at
motherfucker.
2.5 points each.
Well, you know what? I don't even care if I lose because I got some. So.
And we have
Yeah.
a few.
'Cause it
There
would've
are
been-
no losers in this game.
You
There
know
are
there
only
are. You're in the
fucking
shame
buddies.
that one of us who loses. Hard.
They're in losers. Okay. Niall, we're back to you. This is where, we're gonna get an answer. What is Dane's idea of a perfect occasion date? An occasion date being a birthday, Valentine's Day, whatever. It's Dane's occasion date. How is it perfect?
It's just like a night?
It's a date.
Okay.
It's a date night.
You know what? I'm going classic dinner and a show.
You're going classic dinner and a show.
Yeah.
Okay. Super duper close. Super duper close. Dane said a nice dinner out.
Showing a dinner.
Dane said a nice dinner out, go to see a movie, then cocktails.
Okay. All right.
I will give you half a point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will give you half a point for sure.
I know. Like one of my biggest things is always like, don't do dinner in a movie.
But that's a
for
first
like
date,
first dates
right?
and like when you're getting dates. But it's like once you get comfortable, like that's.
Yeah.
Mwah. Like
Well-
I did that with Amanda. We went to. I took her out to.
Was that when you saw Jojo Rabbit?
Yeah, like
oh,
I
I
took
saw
her-
that last night. It was great.
Yeah, I took her to a really nice vegan restaurant. Then we went to go see Jojo Rabbit's. Then we
Yeah.
went to a place for cocktails afterwards. And
Nice.
it's like I can't think of a better way to just like enjoy your time together.
Yeah, because there's not too much pressure. There's not too much like moving parts. You just get to like really spend time together and like
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah, I agree. Let's all go on out to dinner and see a movie, and then cocktails, the three of us, because
Let's do it.
I
think
fucking
that sounds
down.
To be
great.
fair,
Yeah.
I did invite you
I
out
think
to the
that
movies
sounds
last night.
Really
but-
great. You did. Okay. Don't friend shame me here because you're losing. You're not losing. You're in the win. You're in the lead by half a point. Okay, Dane.
Yep.
Let's see if we can tie it up, or maybe you can even get in the lead. If you get a full point for this one, you will be in the lead. You haven't been in the lead yet. Dane,
Yep.
what is Niall's idea of a perfect first date?
Okay. So I think definitely like a bar crawl. Definitely like a either a bar crawl or a brewery tour, and then end with like street food or like quick drunk food is what I would say.
Okay. I picked these questions because you have both talked about.
Or can I say, if I want to be fucking very specific, a bar crawl and then end with smart food on the steps of like a church or some shit.
I really wanted to say quit while you were ahead. Niall said pub crawl.
Yeah.
Point blank. Niall said pub crawl. You said
To be
pub
fair,
crawl.
the smart food on the steps is just too specific. You should probably get a point just for that.
Yeah, that was your first date with your current girlfriend.
That's true.
Niall, is he correct with the would you provided pub crawl, would you then probably get street food?
Probably not, actually. Not on the first date. But I don't know. It depends. But then again, I would also definitely get smart food on some church steps.
Well, you did not mention smart food in your transcript.
Okay.
And I provided you an opportunity to give Dane a full point, and you took it away from him. So Dane gets half a point, and once again we are tied.
Oh
So
yeah, baby.
you know this is at least making good podcasting. Damn, I'm riveted here.
People are on the edge of their goddamn seats. If you're on public transit, like just
Be careful,
people
yeah.
are worried about you.
Wow, we're tied. Okay.
If you're sitting on some stairs or a windowsill, there's a lot to live for.
Yeah.
Come back in. Scoop back.
Last question for you now. This is your chance to take it home.
You're not gonna get this.
Is there a tiebreaker question? Did we do another one? I'm confused. Okay, go
You're
for
gonna
it.
have to just hit us with like
Just
a
go for it.
tiebreaker. Yeah, I don't know.
Niall. What is Dane's safe word?
Oh. Pineapple.
Pineapple.
I'm not going to get it.
Yeah, no, there's.
That's fine. You're not going to get mine.
Dane's safe word is albatross.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
It's very classy. Inspired by the poem, Ram the Ancient Mariner.
No, it's just
Because Jesus is the albatross the whole time.
Why would I
How about
ever
shooting-
say albatross?
Because Jesus is watching, like, albatross! And you stop.
No,
So you're safe.
I mean maybe.
Dane,
Yep.
what is Niall's safe word?
Oh man, I'm like racking my brain through fucking like the stupid shit that you say. This is my moment where like the Saw theme plays and I like flash back to all the times I haven't really been listening to you while you.
Oh, really? I haven't seen Saw.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go with something that you'll never say normally. I'm gonna say apple.
Pineapple to apple.
Yeah.
Favorite comeback rap album?
Niall's safe word is carbonara.
I knew it was
Now.
gonna be food. I knew
Now.
for sure it was gonna be a food.
Now, we don't need a tiebreaker because obviously I knew that you guys weren't going to get these questions. So we're going to use a little system that I have provided to see whose answer was the closest.
Okay.
Whose answer was the closest by number of letters. So I was really excited when you guys used the words albatross and carbonara because those have a lot of letters. So just give me 1 second.
Oh, well, that's not fair. I think mine's closest because it's food.
I think mine's closest because
It's
it
longer.
is...
Yeah, I think pineapple's way closer to albatross than.
Well, albatrosses nest on the pines.
Are we ready to find out who
So-
the winner is?
no.
They eat apples.
That was a lot of fun. You guys both did really, really well. We went to a tiebreaker. I didn't even think we would.
Well, I'm just glad none of us got like
Nothing?
no points because
Yeah.
that would be
That would suck.
that would be Kyle's fault.
Okay.
Then.
And the winner of the very first episode of Fuckly Buds with Kyle Crawford is me, because I finally get to host a game show. It's Niall, because pineapple is much closer to albatross than apple is to
No,
carbonara.
'cause if I guessed crabby, I would have won, wouldn't I?
Well, we can go back and forth on semantics all day. You guys got half points. I've consulted with my lawyer, housekeeper, but in the end, the decision is mine to make. And it came down to.
Can I rewind that back? Is your housekeeper and your lawyer the same person? Is it a housekeeper / lawyer?
His name is Miguel.
Okay.
I love him, and I don't know what I'd do without him. Yeah.
Probably have a dirty house and.
But in all
bad
seriousness, the last
laws.
we came down to counting letters. You guys know each other so well. You guys got even points on this. This was great, and these were not easy questions. When I asked both of you, you were both like, "Oh my god." Like, we don't know how we're going to answer. That was so much fun. How do you guys feel?
I
was
appreciate
pretty
it.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
All right.
That was so fun.
All right. We
I've been looking forward to that all week.
No, I've been looking forward to it too. Thank you because it was all your idea, and I love it.
Every
that was
time
fun.
I come to the Fuck Buddies podcast, I'm going to bring us a game.
Hell yeah.
I think that is
Do
fun.
I
Or
think
if I
that's-
call in, or if I might send one via the website.
Always.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I love hearing the questions. I love hearing Seduction Reddit. I love all of that. But we need some games.
More games?
Every here and there, at my request.
Kyle Crawford, Game Master.
Yeah, into it.
All right. Are we ready for breaking news? Mm-hmm. Guys, the situation has been resolved.
I know.
Oh shit! Should we talk about the mad shitter? Mad shatter?
The Mad Shatter, the Mad
Shatter?
Scatter,
I can't remember.
Shitler,
I can't remember the last time I've been so like
terrified to walk the streets.
seriously.
Okay, we need to stop being ambiguous.
Oh,
and
yeah,
tell
so-
the listeners what the fuck we're talking about.
If you're not from Toronto, there has been a wild person traversing university campuses with a bucket of human feces and dumping them over people before running away loudly and audibly giggling.
I do want to specify that the headlines have specifically said that it's liquefied.
Oh yeah, liquefied.
liquefied feces.
Yeah.
And full buckets too. I also love that. So they caught him. Everyone knows that, right?
Yeah.
He's
I didn't know that. No.
arrested.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
his
caught him. Yeah.
his bail hearing was today. More people showed up for that than did for any crime spree in Toronto. They literally had people outside being like, "Are we all here for this? Because if not, like, it's going to take a while. You guys can leave." And everyone's like, "No, we're all lined up here." Yeah. There was a line like around the block.
Oh.
His bail hearing was today. Yeah, like that's a thing.
It's a thing. Did you guys see the meme where it said that he should hook up with Chair Girl?
Oh, yeah.
And throw porta potties off of the balconies?
Yeah, I feel like, the way a lot of people are like, Toronto's kind of like mini New York.
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh,
we're
yeah.
like mini Gotham. We just have really bad supervillains.
I mean, yeah,
So it's
we
like
need,
Shit
a really,
Bucket Boy
We need a
and
really sort of like mediocre superhero to sort of combat this.
the Mad Shatter and Chair Girl, but it's like just like
I mean, if anything, it sounds more like we're closer to the Tick than we are to the Batman
maybe.
franchise. Because like there was literally a guy who was just like Chairface or Chairhead or whatever in the Tick.
Yeah.
So
Great show.
it was
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Wow.
I haven't
It
seen.
just
I
got
haven't seen the
re-released, right?
Amazon
Apparently it's great.
live action.
I haven't seen the live action.
I used to
Didn't
love
they have the
TV
guy
show.
on Mabim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who played
Um,
Arthur.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a moment and be grateful that none of the three of us were on Shitler's list.
And I can't help but keep thinking about it. Like, what do you even do when that... Oh, my God. Yeah.
You couldn't hear it. I don't think you could audibly hear me shaking my head when Niall said that, but I
It
was.
took me a second. It took me a second. Come
I
on.
feel like it was just that this is the time to think of great names for the thing because
Sure.
my girlfriend posited the Poo Urge.
Ooh.
I like that one. That's a
Yeah.
new one I hadn't heard yet. So
Now, see, if multiple people were doing it on specific days,
you don't
then
think multiple people are going to do this now?
you don't think there's going to be
Oh, we don't need any
copycat crimes?
copycats. Oh, my God.
a copycat filler?
Oh, my goodness.
That's just someone who fills the bucket. Okay, so one of the funniest things. Sorry, we can get back to this because it's the
fine.
best. One of the best fucking things about this whole thing is in the report where they said that he got arrested. They took note to point out that he was using Home Depot buckets. I don't know why they did that, but can you imagine there's some guy from Home Depot
Home
like,
Depot.
"Oh, come come on, man. Like,
seriously.
why?
Yeah.
Like,
Home Depot stocks just plummeted.
just irreparable harm to the Home Depot brand for no
It
reason.
was like when Avril Lavigne wore the Home Depot shirt on SNL when everyone was like, we need to get Home Depot shirts. And now everyone's just going to be like,
yeah. Ugh.
oh, is that a Home Depot bucket?
It smells like Home Depot.
Hey, guys, I have a question for you.
Nice.
Should we do one of these?
Let's
I don't know. I was gonna make a Public Enemy #2 joke. Continue.
I had a dream that my ex wanted to grab a redhead
Oh
with
my
big boobs
God.
and a small waist. He infected me with mycoplasma. We were supposed to stay together. But my counselor told me if I stayed with him, he would reinfect me and cheat. That is a fact. So I painfully left and got cured. He likes bisexual women, and he thought he was gay. This always troubled me because I couldn't understand why. Is it because it's fun? He wanted to jump in, but couldn't because I was there. Then when we were both tested positive, and I was sad he gave me a disease. In the dream, I was laying beside him and we both popped the antibiotic. I was down to wait and make sure we were both cured, but he wanted to cheat despite he has an STD. It was hard leaving him, and I didn't even want to leave him. But I wish I left sooner and not got infected. I really didn't want to really didn't respect my body and myself in that relationship.
I feel like is this a newer post?
This is the most recent post.
Are we back? Is she back? No, she's good again, right? I feel like this is like a rehashing, you know, one of those episodes where you go back and you see it all again, but this time with more details. Yeah. But also, now she's onto redheads? What does it mean? Because before it was blondes in the dream.
It was blondes.
Now it's redheads with boobs.
Blondes. Now this is like curvy. This is almost sort of like a Christina Hendricks vibe going.
Did I miss this episode? Are we?
There's many.
I'm pretty sure I did a question from Better Betch when you were here last time you were here.
She's your one who got the disease from animals.
Last time I was here, you did read a question that sent me down the rabbit hole.
That's probably it. Yeah,
100%.
Spiraled me out, and I couldn't even keep
Was it
track
cryptic
of it.
dreams and?
Something.
Yeah, this was 100% that was definitely a Better Betch. I knew I did it with you.
So advice.
I don't even know. I wouldn't even know where to begin. I wouldn't even know where to begin with this.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
We don't need to talk about this too long. We did we're behind on the actual advice quota for the episode. I just wanted to bring that up and just let her know she's still having them dreams.
She's still having the dreams. She's still cured.
She is still cured.
See, we need. Okay, one of us needs to go get a dream interpretation book or something and go back through all her dreams, because the fact that it's changed from thick blondes to titty redheads.
Yeah,
is
like slim, like petite redheads or like small waisted redheads with just big boobs.
Exactly right. It's gone from bottom heavy to top heavy, blonde to redhead. Like there's significance in there.
I just don't know what it is.
No.
Okay, let's do a real question.
Okay, real question.
Let's get this show on the road.
Real question. You know what? I'm going to start with a user submitted question. All right, because some of my questions, I don't know if you call them real.
The user-submitted questions are obviously my favorites. I get so excited when we have user-submitted questions as a listener.
So this is from my good friend Eric, and he says, okay.
Oh, I love him. He's such a sweetheart.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been...
sign him an agent name?
No.
Okay.
He said he doesn't give a shit.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I've been living with my boyfriend unofficially for 5 months. We've been together for 6 and both have our own respective places, but he sleeps over every night and has a drawer. He's been asking me to move in for a little while, and I keep putting it off because I'm not sure if it's too soon or I'm ready for the commitment. However, I came across a beautiful 1-bedroom apartment in my neighborhood, and I'm very attached to my area, and it's a steal. Should I just jump the gun, ignore my anxiety about the whole commitment situation, or should I let this place slide and figure it out if I'm ready in the future?
I'm sorry, can you go back? He's been living unofficially?
Like, as in, they have their own places, but, like, they basically spend every night.
Like,
you know, the majority of time in each
How long
other's...
have they been dating?
6 months. And, like, for example, he has, like, a drawer in his place. So, like, you know.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So it's not like they're living together, but they're doing that kind of...
Sorry, the math wasn't... I wasn't processing it as fast as I'd like to. I'm going to defer to our guests first.
6 months is soon. 6 months is really soon. Like, if I think about any partner that I've ever had, and you look back, what I've learned about my partner in the last 2 years is just more and more every time. At 6 months, I really feel like that's playing with a lot of fire there. I would keep. It's okay. The whole drawer thing, even if you're spending every night at each other's places respectively, 6 months. Wait another 6 months, Eric. Like, just be safe, because you always want to have your own home to go home to. And vice versa. Lord knows how much you'll find out about this guy, and I'm sure things are going great, but you'll probably figure out so much more about him in another 6 months, and
which will either make it way better or way worse
absolutely.
to move in.
Absolutely.
I totally agree because like I understand when you see this amazing place and you're like that's a steal. Like I can't do it by myself, but with two people, and you have this
Especially
like
in
dream
Toronto.
and like
Yeah.
more of that dream is probably the place and the area than it is you and him living together so far. Or even if it is, it's like you don't really, as you said, know someone well enough, know them, know if you're going to be able to live with them well yet. So a lot of that kind of, you're getting caught up in the price and the place and the area. And that's all fine, but there's nothing fucking worse than when you guys, or if you guys break up, and then it's like, do you continue to live together until you find a new place,
And that
which
is a
sucks,
process.
especially depending on how you fucking break up.
Yeah.
And secondly, it's like, or does one person have to bail early and go live at home or go live with friends, or it's just a big fucking mess. And even then, it's like, you might have a good steal now, but then if you can't find a good place, you kind of just have to get a place because otherwise you can't afford that place by yourself, and now you're fucked. And I'm saying this as a person that happened to me exactly. Like my ex, I lived with her, and it was a few different things. Like we've been dating for 2 years, but you know, I wasn't sure we were ready to move in yet. Anyway,
So was
whole
this
thing.
relationship 1, 2, 3, or 4?
This was 3.
This is 3.
Well, there's technically it was 4, but I didn't count one of them. Sorry again.
Dane, how long before you and Amanda moved in with each other?
We were dating.
It was like 2 years, right? Year and a half? 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, like we were dating openly, probably 2 years, and then probably dating exclusively for like a year or so, or maybe a little less than a year.
Right.
And like we had the conversation, like literally the only reason we moved in was because she was getting evicted from her old place. Like, like her landlord was like, I'm, renovating or whatever the fucking bullshit excuse was. And we had talked, we were like, look, we're ready to move in together, but we're not going to until we have to, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Or like the next opportunity that presents itself, we will then move in together. I think
Minus a point.
Yeah,
I win
well,
again.
I was gonna say Niall nailed it, and then I just was like, fuck it, we'll just say it all together. Where it's like, yeah, you might find this like amazing apartment that's a really good deal, but if it doesn't work out, you're gonna be fucked in the on the back end of things. Like if for whatever reason you guys break up, it's like you've now lost the place which I assume you can afford to live in currently.
Rent has since gone up.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, it's like the Toronto housing market, I imagine, is like most other major city housing markets right now, where it's absolutely fucked. Like Amanda and I, for 1-bedroom apartment, are paying almost $1,900 a month. So like,
and that's on the low end.
That's that's the low end. Like my place is a fucking, like when you look at the other things that you're getting for that price point, like my place is a steal. Like it's a great place for that price, but it's still, in my opinion, like $300 or $400 too much. So like I can only imagine that if you then have to, like, you're either going to rely on hoping that someone else needs a roommate the same time that you guys break up.
At which point you don't really have much of a choice. If you meet someone, you're like, they might be okay. You don't really know until you move in with them.
So you're waiting on that. 2, you're going to stay living with your ex, which is not a good idea. Having
never.
done that, it's just the worst. Or 2, moving into a place that is either garbage because it's what you can afford, or moving into a place that is way too expensive because it's where you want to live, or like a place that you like. So you're putting yourself in a position where the risk reward is so skewed against you. It's like, yes, there's a chance that you guys might live happily ever after for the rest of your lives, and this is just the first step.
Ever after, like there's time that'll come.
That's the thing. It's like there's time to grow. There's time to move into a place together. And if you have even the slightest hint of thinking that this isn't a good idea, you do not do it.
And the thing is,
it's the same thing as like starting a relationship. If for whatever reason, if there's a part of you that's like, oh, this might be a bad idea, or I don't know if I want to be with this person, then don't enter a relationship. And it's doubly so when you put the place where you sleep. Because it's like the last thing you want to do is be without one of the primary needs, which is shelter.
And also I think even in a good relationship that would go the distance, if you do it too early, I think you can put too much strain too quickly and ruin things. So even the same relationship that would be good to move in a year and a half or 2, if you do it too early, it's like it's a lot to happen, because you don't have like, if something, because like even when me and my girlfriend moved in, it was like the first little bit was tough, and not even for any like bad reasons. It was just like it was hard to get our schedules together. It was hard to like, you know, just because you got to rejig your rhythm, right? Because now it's also someone else's place, which comes with like added responsibilities and added like thought. Like I can't just do what I want because it's my place. I need to be like, oh, what would she want here? And she has to think like, oh, what would they? You know, it's a whole thing. And it took some. It's great now. Like you know, the second month was amazing, but it was definitely one of those things where it took a little bit of easing into. But we have all that weight of history and like communication and like. Even if things went really badly, we have all that to kind of like fall back on, and we know how to deal with that. Which again, it didn't go that badly, obviously, but you know, when you're 6 months in, you don't necessarily have that.
Exactly. It's one of those things that I feel like you really have to be, like Dane said, you have to be absolutely sure about it. And if it is happily ever after, you have like ever after to wait. That's okay. Like it sounds super corny, but good things do come to those who wait in these kinds of situations. And Eric's such a nice guy. I would hate him to be in a situation where he feels trapped this early into dating somebody. So yeah, wait it out. Give it 6 more months. And
I think there's definitely a too early. I don't know if there's necessarily a too late. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Good way to say it.
Yeah, you'll know you'll know when you're ready to move in, and it's when you don't have a hesitation to move in.
Yeah.
When I moved in with my partner, I like almost like it was such a good feeling. We've built such a rhythm, and so many lovely things happened for our relationship that we weren't really expecting. I did mourn my own space though. I mourned my own space, but I mourned my home that I had for so long. Not living with a partner. It was a new phase in my life.
Yeah. And that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with like loving what you had as well as loving what you're going into, right? And like leaving what you love is always going to be sad, right?
Right, exactly. So that being said, like I'm super happy that we live together. I love our new life together. I couldn't even imagine myself going back, but I'm happy that I waited 2 years of dating my partner before we, you know, we both mutually made that jump together.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. You have a question for us too, right?
I do have a question. Yeah. I'm excited about this question. I have a user submitted question.
Oh yeah.
I know. I feel like such a legit part of this lovely podcast. I also have to say, being here, there's so many times that I'm listening to this podcast and I want to jump in and yell what I think about things. So I'm so happy that I can be here. Okay, this is a user submitted question that comes from one of my Instagram followers, actually.
Ooh.
And his agent name is Kentucky Fried Thickums.
Ooh. Yes.
Okay. Hey guys, I thought I'd share something I've been overthinking for the last little while. I'm a 30-year-old male who has always stayed relatively fit. I've been with my partner, gorgeous 27-year-old male, for a little over 2 years now. Life is great, relationship is great, but here's what's on my mind. Over the past year, I've gained a little weight, and I'm not feeling as attractive as I used to. My partner eats whatever he wants, hardly works out, and maintains a six-pack and great biceps. It's hard for me to maintain a healthy diet when he always has a bag of Doritos on the coffee table. He assures me that I'm still as sexy as I've ever been, but I still can't shake the thought of getting slumpier and dumpier while he continues to look like a Greek god. Worst case, he finds another Greek god and I'm left alone with a beer belly. Am I crazy? Is this normal for a 30-year-old? Will it pass? Thanks for reading.
Hey, let me tell you, as someone who's recently just turned 32,
right?
You're not crazy, my man. You are not crazy. I struggle with this as well. I feel like I go through waves of like being physically active and treating my body right, and then I go through what I'm currently going through at this point in time, where like I'm not working out as much as I am, or I'm not being as conscious about what I eat. And Amanda is, I mean, she's vegan. She's never had a sweet tooth. She's like a really, really good conscious eater. She dances all the time. She's physically like, so she is just like progressively and consistently getting more attractive. Like just every day she has done something to be more hot. And there are times where like I'll be getting out of the shower and I'll just be like, oh boy, yikes. And I think the most important thing to do in situations like this is not worry about your partner. And you need to figure out what is going to make you happy and what's going to make you comfortable in your skin. Because if they love you, chances are the extra like 5-10 pounds that you're putting on, they're not going to see that. You know what I mean? They see you as they see you, and they love you, and that's not really, if it's a real love, if it's a genuine connection, that's not going to mean shit to them. So I think what really needs to happen is you need to like sort of rewind back, cut them out of the equation, and be like, what do you need to do to feel comfortable? What do you need to do to feel comfortable in your skin? What do you need to do to feel loved by yourself? And I think that, like 9 times out of 10, that's what I need to do. I usually need to be like, okay, this has gone too far. This has gone out of hand. I don't feel comfortable wearing, what I want to wear or whatever it is. And then that usually gives me a good kick in the ass to sort of, maybe not eat takeout every fucking day, or maybe not skip the gym, or whatever it is that I'm doing that I know, you know what I mean? Like I know 100% that I shouldn't be doing the things that I'm doing, or I should be doing something that I'm not. And I think that like you really need to sort of not look at it through the lens of being someone in a relationship. You need to be looking at it through the lens of self-love. Like what do you need to do? Because like I'm not saying that you can't love yourself if you're a larger person. Like I'm not equating having a 6-pack to that's the only way you can love yourself. Mm-hmm.
You're saying the opposite. You're saying your standards are your standards. Exactly.
You need to find what you're comfortable with and what you want your body to be. Mm-hmm. And again, it doesn't have to be super, no. It doesn't have to be super fit. It doesn't have to be jacked. It doesn't have to be any of those things. It also doesn't necessarily have to be like larger, because I know there's this thing where it's everyone's sort of being like, we should just accept all body types, but it's not true if that's not what you want.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't have, like, you have no say over what other people do to their bodies, but you have absolutely 100% say over what you want with your body. And if it's the vice versa, like if this question was flipped and they're saying like, oh, my partner wants me to lose weight, my partner wants me to be this kind of body type, no, fuck that. Yeah. You know what I mean? At that point, it's like you get to make that call. So love yourself. Sorry, I went on a tirade there.
That was great. So I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
Please feel free to add or subtract.
The only things I would really add is like one, like also trust your partner, because they've been clear about how they feel about you, and they obviously still think you're great. So like when people say that, like trust that. I completely agree. Like if you're happy with where you're at, it doesn't matter what you think your partner might think. And if you're not happy with where you're at, it also doesn't matter what your partner may or might not think. Make yourself happy. But also, like, as someone who eats a bunch of shit and like I have a massive sweet tooth. I drink a lot of beer. I eat a lot of food that one probably isn't the most. Well, no, I eat healthy enough food actually. I always think I don't, but it's fine. But I do eat a lot of calories and a lot of stuff. And for years, like I never put on like any kind of weight.
I was
ever.
About to say you're kind of like how he's describing his partner. Like you basically eat whatever you want.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like but a while ago, actually about the time I started my current relationship was, I think it was probably the least active I'd been, on top of like the most amount of like drinking and eating and whatever. And it had just like getting older, you get to a point where like, I'm sure when this person's 30, they're gonna be having the same problems as you.
Yeah.
But I noticed that like it wasn't anything bad, but like I actually started to like, I'd like slump down topless on the couch and be like, oh no, like what's this? And that was exacerbated like quite badly by the fact that like my current partner, who I'm still with now, like rock climbs all the time and is just fit as fuck and like completely and utterly like great fucking shape, so that in comparison, what before I hadn't even really noticed, I was like, oh god, but I just went and started doing a lot more activity and it was fine. So like you don't, if you want to change it, the ways are, be a little bit more, like think a little bit more when there are snacks out, or find healthier snacks, or just work out more. And if like working out is a trial, find something that's fun that doesn't feel like working out. Like I rock climb and it's a fucking crazy workout and it does not feel like work.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if my boyfriend were to read that question, he would think that I wrote it. I was really excited when I got that question, because I don't know if I've ever related to a question more.
It's a good question, because I think all three of us can relate.
Yeah, absolutely. And like,
I would imagine that like a good chunk of our listeners,
I'm sure,
for sure.
Either they're the question asker or the person in the relationship,
or
where they're
both,
just like, can you just like chill? Like I don't care that you've put on weight. Like you know what I mean? Like I imagine that's also probably
right.
a concern for a lot of people too.
Yeah, I like even I it's so the whole snack thing on the table really related to me because I always worked out a lot. I always really cared about my appearance. I'm a big believer of you look good, you feel good, you do good. That really works for me. And my partner, Brandon, like your girlfriend and yours, he is slim and trim and has a great body. He eats whatever he wants. He can literally put away a chocolate cake every Sunday, and he just looks amazing. So I related to this guy so much. And so when the Doritos are on the table, I grab them. And I struggled a little bit with where do I sacrifice happiness for appearance? And, you know, my boyfriend obviously doesn't, same way. He says, I'm not going to, what he said, and it really stuck with me. I don't notice if you go up or down 5 pounds, but I do notice when you can pig out with me and eat candy with me and drink beer with me and, you know, feast with me and be gluttonous with me. And I was like, wow, he's right. Like, those are some of our happiest times. I cook, obviously.
Yeah.
So when we're pigging out and eating, that really does so much for me and it makes us happy. And I chose to, you know, let the love handles fly a little bit.
Great.
And thank you. But you know, everybody, I'm saying like, I really understand where this guy is coming from, and I did make the choice towards the Doritos just a little tiny bit.
Nothing wrong with that.
Exactly, and I'm comfortable with it. And another thing that I think might really help, especially if you're like, you know, I'm a 30-year-old gay man too, there's a lot of pressure to really look good, is there's multiple ways to be sexy. So where I was before a little bit of a topless gay, I was taking shirtless selfies all the time. Now I switch up my hairstyle all the time. I switch up my beard style all the time. I switch up my style all the time. I might wear black and gray all the time and then go colorful all the time. So just a little bit of like different advices. There's multiple ways to feel sexy. So if your body might be letting it go just a little bit, it could be because you're 30 and it could keep going. Like, you know, then maybe switch up a little bit of the way that you play with feeling sexy. You could be surprised at how sexy you really feel with a different haircut.
Yeah.
All right. I love it.
That was a good question.
That was a good question.
Thank you
for
Kentucky Fried Thickums.
It's also fucking great.
I know. I was really
yeah.
excited.
You got a question?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Okay. My loving wife does not know she actually hates me.
Yikes.
By is trash throwaway. I once egged my wife's then girlfriend's house after a breakup. 12 years later, she still occasionally brings up the hatred she has for the person that launched several eggs through her own bedroom window. I feel like I'm in too deep on this one. I've always been honest with her, aside from this gaffe, and I chalk it up to me being a jackass of a teen. How can I bring it up to her?
This is how I picture most hetero relationships, by the way. Just like that. That was almost a perfect...
A deep hidden betrayal under
absolutely.
everything?
Yeah, that's how I picture most hetero relationships.
So in the further comments, he points out that, like, his wife is also one of those people who, if someone, like, crosses her, she burns them to the fucking ground.
I think there's only one way to do it, and that is to ask her to stand in the bedroom and just pelt her with eggs from outside.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, you remember this?
Yeah, that's the
Or
thing.
she'd
Like,
be like, I have something to show to you. And
like, honey, can you got to go up. I'm going to go outside and, like, maybe, like, hold a boombox while you're doing it. And she'll think you're
sweet.
doing, like, a cute
yeah.
John Cusack thing. Not 100 of them, because we already talked about that.
Yeah.
But then you just pelt her with that. Yeah.
Just fucking pelt her with eggs.
I'm with you.
But 2 of the eggs are fake eggs, so they don't break. And on one it says remember, and on the other one it says this.
Yeah. Maybe a third one that's like a ring or something. Sort of like,
Well, they're already married.
you can always give your wife another ring or something. I don't know.
I guess.
I think you could.
You're in so deep.
Yeah, I like again. We preach honesty and openness. I think this is one of those things where you just let it go.
Yeah,
it's so inconsequential to, like, you made a bad decision. It doesn't ultimately. You know, it's not like you fucking killed her cat or something. You know what I mean? It's like,
I don't know what those eggs did when they landed.
I mean, true. Maybe you ruined, like, you know, family heirloom dress or something with your fucking egg pelting.
Thing is, like, could you have something to add to? I thought you were about to say something. No.
No.
Okay.
I was laughing. I think I agree with Dane. Like, I think you just got to move on from something like that.
No, I think she knows.
Really?
I think this is the long con, and she has married you to get vengeance.
Oh.
And now she's torturing you every day. But, like, who still talks about an egging that happened 12 years ago if she isn't trying to needle you?
That's
like,
a good point.
She's married you. She owns half your assets. She's looking for the excuse to break up with you, which is the egg. You just won't admit it yet, and she's needling you because she knows it'll come out in time.
Eventually, you'll feel guilty.
Yeah, this is...
Honey, I'm sorry. Look, I was 16 when I did it. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. We broke up. I had bad feelings for you. And she's like, cool.
She's like, that
and
necklace.
She snaps, and then all of a sudden, Miguel, the housekeeper /
yes,
lawyer,
Miguel.
shows up, and he's like, papers.
You got served. There's like FBI agents and all their furniture with like listening equipment. They're like, we've got them, boys, we've got them.
So they were broken up when this happened, right?
Yeah.
They were on a break.
I feel like if you decide to take somebody back after that, like, I don't know.
But she
You're
never
Looney
knew it was
Tunes.
him.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Maybe she was... what if that's the only reason they got back? She was so upset, and he comforted her.
Oh my god.
It's like, I
that's
can't
awful.
believe random people who aren't me would do that.
Well, at least he didn't throw a bucket of shit on her. At least it was
Hey.
just eggs.
Oh, that's the thing. This is the only time in the
You
world.
have like a
Week.
4-day window in which to capitalize on this and
Yeah.
be like, hey, did you hear about this guy who's going around throwing shit on people? Wouldn't
Yes.
Wouldn't that have been so much worse?
Imagine if someone did that to you instead of this egg. Imagine how mad you would have been if
And she
someone
was
just threw a Home Depot bucket full of shit.
Man, you gotta get the Home Depot in there. A lot of people don't think it's important, but it really
It
is.
really is.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's it. You point out something that's so much worse, and then she's like, I guess it wasn't that bad. You go, good, because it was me.
Good, because I did it. Bye.
Maybe you make a joke like, oh, what if it was me? And like see her reaction, and then just like be like, oh, it was totally me, like wink, but like always say it like it's a joke, but always say it and never take it back. She can
Yeah.
never be angry. You can be like, I told you years ago.
Yeah, or maybe just be like, maybe, hey, baby, like, maybe I'll egg you tonight. And she'd be like, what? And be like, yeah, maybe I'll egg you like that person did to you ages ago. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't it be funny if I did that?
I wonder
Come
how,
on her and be like, got yoked again.
Oh, how bad was the breakup that it like egg pelleting was what he was
But here's the thing,
inclined
it's
to
like,
do?
if you're fucking 14, it doesn't matter how, like,
I guess,
every
yeah.
breakup is like
Sure.
the end of the world.
ending.
Yeah,
Yes,
you know what I
very
mean? It's
Avril
like,
I wonder if
And-
they're Irish. It's
Oh,
a very
yeah, do they
Irish
sound
thing
like
to
Irish?
do. My
Yeah.
ex egged my house once.
Really?
Yeah, she was not nice.
so was this 1, 2, 3, or 4?
That was one.
Okay.
Yeah.
This comes from Reddit user, the INTJ Throwaway. I want to face fuck my girlfriend, but I feel uncomfortable doing it. My girlfriend is very adventurous in the bed and is down for almost anything. I told her I want to try face fucking because I find it really hot in porn, and the thought of doing it to her sounds hot. But whenever I try it, I always feel scared I'm hurting her. She says it's fine and was surprised that I only did it for like a minute. But I can't get over the mental block that she's feeling uncomfortable.
Man, my
sounds
my
like a
block
nice
is always
guy.
just worrying about hitting teeth.
Oh yeah. Woof.
Yeah?
That's my big block.
He sounds like a nice guy. Face fucking is fun. Being face fucked is fun too. And if your girlfriend's down for anything, I feel like
Also,
face
she-
fucking is very down there on the mild scale. Like I don't think you should.
she
be
also
scared.
told you.
Yeah, I think if the reaction to you face fucking her at when you
Is
stop
surprise,
and she's
yeah.
like, "Oh, is that it?"
Yeah.
I think that is the metric.
Yeah.
I think you're okay.
For
and it's
sure.
like, I get it. Especially they're young, they're 19. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is probably some of the more extreme stuff that at least he's done. You know what I mean?
Totally.
I think it's very good to be concerned about the well-being of your
Yes.
partner,
Right.
especially when you're doing, quote unquote violent sexual
Sure.
things.
Can we like start handing out awards? Because this person, one, cares about the well-being of his partner.
Yes.
Two, has communicated with his partner, and then they've communicated back.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
all seems quite healthy and good and nice.
Yeah,
and
I was gonna
these
say.
guys are
I just
doing it
like, can we just fucking call them up and
He
be like,
sounds
good
like
job?
a gem. I love
for
the
19-year-olds.
duality.
Yeah.
I like the aggressive act of face fucking somebody, and then
Well, if
still
it's real
treating his girlfriend
sensual
like a
face
nice
fucking.
little soft little flower, and be like, "Are you okay?" And I don't want to go for too long. He sounds hot. I'm into it.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's,
Face fucked me
and
and
like you
coddled
said, he's expressed his interest in a kink.
Yeah.
They talked about it, talked about their boundaries.
Yeah.
They did it, and then they did some like aftercare conversation afterwards. It's like,
Great.
Yeah, this is a win.
I think you need to trust her.
Yeah.
Like anytime you introduce a new sexual act or a new kink or whatever, you've exposed yourself. And then you need to, and your partner has trusted you, and you've trusted your partner to expose that kink. You then need to trust your partner with their feedback of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If she seemed to have been enjoying it during the act, and then at the end she says, you know what, not actually for me. You can't then say, but it looked like you like it.
Yeah.
On the flip side, in this case, where it's like, if you get the feeling that she's uncomfortable, she says, no, actually, I'm really into it, then you have to trust that as well.
Yeah, especially in what seems like a good communicative relationship here.
Yeah.
You know, like if you guys don't have good communication, like, sure. But like this seems to be actually pretty positive and straightforward. But I fucking applaud the fact that like there's nothing wrong with caring at all.
Yeah,
and I love that you do.
So my advice for this would be, it's a little more difficult, I imagine. I've never been face fucked, but I imagine that like she can also aggressively suck your dick. And she can, you know, use leverage, whether it's your pant legs or your butt or your hips or whatever, and she can essentially, you know, quote unquote face fuck herself to show you that like her extremes or like what she's comfortable with, or to
That's fair.
to exhibit sort of like her comfort with this.
Yeah.
Because I understand that like if someone's like, no, I'm cool with that, but then you're like, you know, you get a handful of hair and just go to town on her face. If that's sort of like your mental block, but if you then witness them doing it to themselves, I think that would be a little more eye-opening and a little more receptive to you being like, oh, okay, this is actually something you enjoy doing it because you're doing it to yourself.
And just like obviously safe word won't work very well when you've got, you know,
Carbonara.
yeah, well,
Cross.
not when you've got a cock in your mouth, but
Yeah.
True.
but have a safe signal, like sometimes like dropping a set of keys or even just like a pat on the,
Yeah, like
you know,
2 taps on the, you know
yeah,
what I mean? If you've
some
got, if you've got your hand on her
predetermined
head,
signal because yeah, she won't be able to say a word or whatever, and you might not necessarily know before. You know, you want to be careful. Just establish a very clear signal, and then trust her to be able to do that, which I'm sure she will.
Yeah.
So
Did this guy say that he was young?
They're
19.
19. They're both 19.
Yeah, I think you have a very good sex life ahead of you because
Hell
it
yeah.
sounds like you're doing things right so
Yeah.
far at 19 years
Yeah,
old.
I mean, I hope you guys stick with it because,
Yeah.
like, if you guys keep every time you find something new you're into, you both discuss it like this and try it out, and then have this sort of very mature conversation about how you want to interact with it going forward. You're gonna have great sex
Now,
for as long as you're together.
I remember when I was about 19 years old or 18 years old or so, I was like him. I was doing things that I thought were hot in porn. And this goes back to, I think last week you guys were talking about dicks and how hard they are, and how porn stars actually have some porn stars have their ligaments messed up with so that they can get different angles. Because a lot of things that
my
I
dick
found
ligaments are hurting
hot
every time someone says that.
in porn were so not hot in real life at all,
Yeah.
or were difficult, or were awkward. Or how do you guys feel about trying things that you find hot in porn?
I definitely have done it more when I was younger than now because you find out what works and what doesn't. But
Exactly.
so much of it is bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it's just like you're angling to please an audience. You're not angling to please each other.
Yeah, exactly. Like 9 times out of 10, the leg is being lifted so that you can see insertion. But
Yeah.
like, that's not an issue when you're just having sex. I mean, like most of my favorite positions now are, you know, almost like non-performative. Like they're very sort of close to my partner and very, so you know what I mean. Like where there's a lot more physical contact than when I was younger. I wanted to be like sort of on the edge of my bed and standing up so I can see everything, so I can like present and all that kind of stuff. But like now it's a lot of like I'm right in there because I want to be. I want to be close. I want to be close.
100% in there?
100%. Damn. And like I think that's like you said, it's like we go from, you know, this weird sort of like our main experience with sex is through porn, and that's sort of like how
basically
we
the only you know when you
so
start
like
right?
we see that, and then as you grow up and as you have sex and as you care about people and realize that sex is an extension of intimacy, I think you
a
get
sex
less
extension, if you will.
a sex extension. Yeah, you start being less performative and more you know, you do what you both want or what feels the best as opposed to what you think would like be most aesthetically pleasing. Because fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these are good questions today, by the way. Like this guy gives me hope for 19-year-olds that are fucking these days. He sounds like a good guy. He
I mean,
doesn't sound
this is kind of why we wanted to make the
sexually
podcast.
healthy,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's like
Yeah.
it's like to hopefully make this sort of the norm
Yeah.
Right.
in sexual relationships,
For
especially younger people.
yeah.
100%. Well, are we still on the same trend of good questions?
Yeah, let's do one more.
All right. Girlfriend. This is by I'm Thinking Sexy Time. Girlfriend, 37-year-old female, gives me, 39-year-old male, Arby's coupons after sex. Is that weird? And we got a little bit more details. There are dessert ones in there and everything.
Arby's. Sorry. I do. So this is almost very relevant. So Burrito Banditos just sent us a Instagram DM of a photo, and it's this.
Right now?
Yep.
Shut the fuck up.
What? What was it?
It's gone.
No!
Tell us.
It was literally just a burrito cut in half, but like viewed like on par with the burrito. Like it wasn't like it was literally just a burrito.
Why would they send us
I
that?
have no idea.
Wow.
Just be like, you gotta reply. Are we just say, do you guys want
Is
to
that
sponsor
for
us?
me?
Are you sexting Burrito Bandito?
Don't worry about it. Sorry, let's get back to this question. If,
Right.
if I'm quiet, I'm just
okay.
doing burrito
That's
banditos.
fine.
Are
I
having
read
it.
again. A girlfriend gives me Arby's coupons after sex. Is that weird? There are dessert ones in there and everything.
I love Arby's so much, and I don't even eat red meat anymore. But like, if I was gonna eat red meat, like Arby's, and they're so rare and they're so hard to come by, I'm getting way more excited about this than I should. But if I were to receive Arby's coupons after sex, I would just fuck all over again. Like round 2 right then and there. I'd be so
I've
excited.
eaten Arby's once in my life.
I've never
What did
had
you
it.
think
And it
about
was literally the worst thing I've ever eaten.
People are like that with Arby's. You love it or you hate it.
I've never
But
had
but
it.
it's not
there
even
one
in-
I think
plastic?
I
Is there
think
some
I
in
could have
Toronto?
liked it.
There's one in like where is Square One Mall?
Fuck that.
Oh yeah, no.
Wherever
fuck-
that is,
yeah, absolutely
wherever
not.
Square One Mall is,
No, I'm
that's
joking.
where it is.
Mississauga, I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure that you can probably find one in like
There's the
Yorkdale
rare-
Mall too, like in the
Nope,
food court.
I've been to Yorkdale Mall. It's not there. And I remember where Arby's are, you guys. Even when I lived in Halifax, there was only one in all of Nova Scotia, and it was an event. But
Maybe that's why
Arby's,
she's-
you either love it or you hate it. Like, it's so plasticky.
Well, that's
Cheese
the
doesn't
thing.
taste
Maybe
like cheese,
she
the beef
hates
doesn't
it.
taste like beef.
Or maybe she lives in Toronto and she doesn't want to go all the way to Square One.
Like,
Maybe he's from Mississauga.
yeah, maybe.
Or, I don't know. That's
So
it.
what's
That's
his
all I
problem
got.
with the question?
I think he's just confused, which I'm
Be
not.
happy.
See, the
If you
thing.
like Arby's, I'd be into it.
This is in a new Reddit, by the way. This is Sane or Psycho, where people give you situations and ask for guidance. What I love is that it's his girlfriend and not just a girl he's fucking. So that must be a lot of Arby's coupons. Like, that's a lot of Arby's
I
coupons.
mean, can we just say like if I had sex with anyone I was regularly sleeping with, and every time I did, they gave me something, like regardless of what it is, regardless of like, I mean, the Arby's coupon.
What about satisfaction, Dane?
Fucking wild. But if someone was like, if every time we fucked and you were like, you rolled over and opened your drawer and was like, here's a candy bar, I'd be like, what interaction have we agreed to here? Like, am I a sex worker? Right?
I think this person is. And the thing is, like, honestly, I thought it was normal, but there's dessert ones in there as well. That's the key
Listen,
part.
everything, yeah.
And everything.
I really have an idea. And I really want us, you guys know I like games, I really want us to hold through to this. I
Okay.
think we should all go out and test this and
Okay.
see what happens and get a couple coupons and give them to our partners
Okay.
after we have sex with them and do it 2 times. So it's not just once, and don't react. Oh shit, did they listen to the podcast?
Yeah, but we gotta do it before Monday.
Okay, good. Yes. We can all have sex twice in a week, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do this.
But like
My
full
boyfriend's back
booklet,
on
we gotta do a
Saturday.
full
He's getting-
booklet, right?
Sorry?
You gotta do like a full booklet.
Sure, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it Saturday, Sunday. Podcast comes out Monday.
yeah.
But does he listen?
He listens to the ones I'm on. Yeah.
Good. Cool. Yeah, I got a Subway's booklet. I'm just worried she'll take it though. I have my
See,
eye
it's
on a
harder
few
for
of
me.
them.
My girlfriend's vegan.
Vegan.
Even
Oh.
better.
I mean, if I can find some Beyond Burgers from A&W,
Just scribble
done.
out everything. Just say Beyond on them.
I mean, maybe
I think it's
like
funnier if you
veggie
just
delight.
give her one. And
I'm sure you can print off some Beyond Meat Burger.
Also, like, it doesn't
coupons or
necessarily. If we're just giving coupons, I can find a coupon
Sure.
to something that she's
Something.
into.
anything.
Maybe like a Senza coupon or something. I don't know.
Oh, sure.
Dollar,
Okay,
does
let's.
Dollarama have it?
Can we actually try this?
yeah, we'll meet back next week.
and keep it posted on it. And I
Actually,
will.
that's going to be
call
our
me.
answer. Is it weird? We're going to let them
Yeah.
decide.
I literally not be able to keep a straight face for this, guys. I'm telling you
Come
right
on,
now.
Dave.
The
Please.
thing is, I will to
Dean,
the
you're an
point that it'll
actor.
negatively affect our relationship because I'll
Yeah,
I'll
mean,
literally
I
I will
think a
turn
week
around.
From now, we're going to be talking about this as single men.
I'm gonna turn around.
Okay.
I'm gonna have it under the pillow. We're gonna fuck. I'm gonna, as I get up to like put the condom in the bin, I'm gonna be like, oh, hand her one, walk out, come back in. She'll be like, what, why? And I'm going to dead face just be like, what, and go to bed. And I can hold a fucking gag for a long time.
Sure can, yeah.
And she will get very angry at me.
Okay,
You will
here.
wake up and she will be gone.
Yeah,
I will
to
be the
Subway
ambassador-
to get 2 6-inches for $12.
I will be the ambassador for this one. I will give Brandon coupons to Popeyes or A&W because we eat at both those. Anywhere, it doesn't matter. I will give Brandon coupons every time after we have sex.
Yeah.
I'll have sex with him
So
frequently.
wait, what do we say when they ask? Just be like, oh,
I can
it's
play
for
it
you.
off. I can do this. I can make it work. All for the sake of a social
Cool.
experiment.
I'm definitely going to do this.
I
It's
will
going to be
keep.
great.
I will keep a log of it, and you guys either call me or have me back, one or the other, whatever's easier, and then we will revisit this topic.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
down. That got so much better than I thought it would. That
I
question.
mean, I think we just have to end on that.
Great.
Let's do it. I have a really good one, but it doesn't matter. I have too many. All right. Well, thank you, Kyle.
I can even get Brandon to call or be on the phone and say how he felt about it, not
Sure.
even knowing.
Well, we'll
This is
do it
such a
for
social
do it for a
experiment.
day or two.
You guys are getting into the top 10
Or
after
3.
this coupon experiment.
Vice is going to write an article about it. These 3 idiots gave their partners coupons after sex. Look what happened.
Sounds very fun.
Why is this person writing the newspaper sound like Macho Man Randy Savage?
Oh, he writes for them. Thank you guys so much. I'd also like to thank Eric for his question. I would like to thank Julius for the beer. And I would like to thank Altricia for being one of our newer listeners who's already crushed at least the first 5. So
that's awesome.
when you get here, you're the best.
Thanks for listening. If you have a question, also thank you, Kyle, for joining us.
I already
and-
thanked him, you asshole.
Thank you. I
well-
want to take just 1 minute. I know we're running long here, but I want to talk as a listener for a moment because I have been listening to you guys every single Monday. I listen to you guys when I cook. I listen to you guys when I play video games. And yeah, I'm a little biased because you guys are 2 very good friends of mine, but you guys have been absolutely killing it lately. And I mean that. You guys have made it into the top, what now? You're in the top 30 now in Canadian sex podcasts. You guys have never missed a beat. You guys have every podcast every Monday for 60-ish episodes
This
now.
is number 62.
This is 62.
yeah.
You guys are absolutely killing it, and I'm gonna really say something here. You guys have made me a better boyfriend. I feel like when I listen to the podcast, like the information and the laughs and everything comes. I feel like I'm hanging with my boys when I don't necessarily have a lot of time to hang with my boys. And just by listening, I feel like I'm getting things off my chest. I feel like I'm listening to other people. I feel like I'm becoming a better boyfriend to my partner. And I'm not just saying that. I really mean it. And I wanted to wait till I was in the closet to tell you guys. So
Thank you.
Keep killing it. Don't stop. And I'm sure you're going to go higher than the top 30. And I'm so happy to be a little part of it.
I love you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Those
man.
very nice.
That means a lot to us.
Good.
Yeah.
If you have a question and you would like to submit it to us, or if you just have really nice things that
You can
you
all
want to say to us, you can say it too. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/FCK Buddies Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at FCK_Buddies. You can find us on the World Wide Web at fbuddiespodcast.com. And also you can send us an email at fbuddiespodcast@gmail.com.
All right, well, thank you to Josh Eagle and the Harbor Cities for their song Paper Stars. And are we ready for some sex writing?
Yes.
So I have an admission to make to everyone. I forgot to bring Steffi's Lusty Lovers this week. So
or good. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe-
I'm not sure how I feel
I'm going to
about
go with a boo.
maybe we need a break. But I will say that something very exciting happened today. So yet again, this is the second breaking news we've had this very episode, but this one doesn't actually haven't read them yet. No feces, maybe. So the bad sex writing that I read is occasionally sourced from the bad sex writing award that happens yearly, and the shortlist was released 8 hours ago.
Ooh,
This is hot off the presses,
wow.
and yeah, let's get into one. You ready? Comfy?
Comfy.
Are you don't look comfy. You don't
I'm as
sound
comfy
comfy.
as I can be. I'm in jeans
That's fair.
and
There's
a closet
3
full
boys.
of boys.
All right, this is the Office of Garden and Ponds by Didier Decoin. The earthy taste surprised her. When he was alive, when it swelled inside Miyuki's mouth, Katsura's penis had tasted of raw fish, of warm, young bamboo shoots, and of fresh almonds when she finally released its juices. Now it was insipid and muddy to her tongue, like the pools of the temples of Heian-kyo when the Office of Gardens and Ponds had them drained for cleaning. Miyuki had loved this man. Not that he was a very good lover, but what did she know after all, since she had experienced no one but him? He used to upset her the way he silently loomed up behind her, took her by the shoulders, his nails scratching her flesh, his strong breath enveloping her neck, a smell of ripe fruit and poorly tanned leather, his knee pushing against her lower back to open her tunic and expose a portion of naked flesh, against which he would then rub his organ as if he were furtively making omelette rolls. He did not derive his pleasure without her, but in front of her, and differently.
Vivid.
Why is
I can taste that.
Why is this? Ugh. I like how you can smell the quality of tanning. Like, just poorly tanned leather,
Yeah.
but also just like a sly little omelet on the back.
Yeah, no.
Who makes omelets furtively? Also, is he dead? Well, he said when he was alive it tasted like fish. Now it tastes muddy. Is he dead? Is she
that
sucking
could
a
be
dead
a-
dick?
Maybe they're talking about like alive as in
Like a boner?
erect, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't
Why would
know.
it? I don't know.
I don't know. I really hope my dick doesn't just change taste
I know.
via how erect I am.
Yuki and her omelet.
We've got one more question. I'm sorry, it's happening. One question. It's really quick. This one is from Ask Gay Bros.
We're so...
Kyle, do you get horny looking at your own dick?
Who asked that?
This is from Ask Gay Bros.
Oh, okay.
Do you get
They're
horny
not
looking
talking
at your
to
own
me.
dick?
No, specifically they are talking to you.
No, they're not.
It says Kyle on it.
Yeah.
No.
Do I get horny looking at my own dick? No.
Dane, do you get horny looking at your own dick?
I don't get horny looking at any dick.
No, I don't get horny looking at my own dick.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm friends with my dick. We're good pals, but
I thought it was sorry. It was quick. I just
that
had
was
to.
quick.
All right, hey, this wasn't Dan.
No, fuck it. That was the Dan for today.
Yeah.
Do you get horny looking at your own dick? Think about that. Come back to us next week.
All right, well then, our Pornhub user comment for the day. This is Pornhub user Fancy Yan Yan, and he has a question for us.
Oh.
He also answers.
Do you get horny looking at your own dick?
Do you know what's bigger than his cock? My love for Jesus.
Ooh.
Well, amen.
My name is Dave Miller.
And I'm Niall Spain.
I'm Kyle Crawford, and we've been your fuck buddies.